back to A Better World. This is your host, Mitchell J. Rabin, and I'm very glad you're joining us again today. Today, we're going to have a very interesting show. Can you imagine making lots of money, I mean lots of money, in the midst of this crisis we're experiencing economically? Well, today's show is going to be about just that. We have with us Tyrone Jackson, who is accomplishing that end, and he has a workshop that he offers across the country on the East and West Coasts called the Wealthy Artist Millionaires Club. And it's very wonderful for us to have him on the show today to talk to us about a change in thinking, a change in consciousness, that when we do this, well, there's actually no end to the abundance that can come our way in many different ways in our lives. So, Tyrone, so glad to have you on the show.
Thank you, Mitchell. I really appreciate you having me here. I really do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you have been my teacher now for the past few months, and I am enjoying it so much.
Thank you.
It's both intensely entertaining and highly profitable and educational. So it's because of these elements that you've brought together that I wanted to share what you're doing with our audience.
Thank you.
Because, you know, you're an actor, right? Give us a little bit of an idea of your background.
Well, I've actually been an actor for 27 years. So I've done everything that...
You don't look old enough to do it for 27 years.
I know, but my knees tell a different story. and I do everything that a working actor does. So, you know, I've worked in
So
the
what's
soaps.
the restaurant you work at?
No. Everything other than that.
Oh, I see.
On and off soaps.
The old joke. In fact, resolution to that joke is one of the things that you really offer. You know, actors can go from restaurant work as waiters to actually becoming their own investors with you.
Well, you know, actors can do a lot of things, and creative people can do a lot of things. And we're in an exciting time in our world history, certainly in our country's history, where technology makes it possible for us to have access to, say, things like the financial markets. And what I learned as a performer growing up was, you know, my dream was to really be a working actor, and I was successful enough to really accomplish that. And when I say accomplish that, I also mean like 2 pensions, one from Screen Actors Guild, one from AFTRA, things like that. So really, you know.
So you were saying that you've been acting for 27 years.
Oh, sure. You know, opportunity to work with a lot of big stars and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But one of the things that's really fascinating about show business is even though you do that, that doesn't mean that you're rich. Right? So I've made a living, but I wanted to build wealth for myself at the same time.
I see. Well, what are some of the movies you were in?
I've done a number of
so
them.
many.
Your audience will know. Or they won't. More than that, I've done a lot of commercials.
They will recognize.